Okay. Now, Holy Spirit, my name is William, and now today I'm going to read another part of the Bible. Today I'm going to read Genesis chapter 41. Okay? Okay. And it came to pass, um, okay, that's what I'm ready. Okay, so now we can read. Okay, and it came to pass at the end of 2 full years that Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river, and behold, there came out of the river 7 they were kind and fat fleshed, in the flood of the meadow. And behold, the 7 of the kind came up to him after they out of the river, and they flavored and lean flesh by the stirred by the kind upon the brink of the river. And all flavored of the lean flesh kind, and eat up the 7 will, flavored and fat kind. And so Pharaoh awoke, and he slept and dreamed about the second time, and behold, the 7 ears of corn upon one stalk, I mean one good. And behold, 7 thin ears, and blessed with the east wind, sprung up after them. The 7 thin years devoured the 7 rank and full years, and Pharaoh woke, and behold, it was a dream. And it came to pass in the morning of the spirit was troubled, and he sent for all the magicians of the Egypt, all the wise men thereof. And Pharaoh told him in his dream, but there was none who could return unto Pharaoh. And then he spake the chief butler of Pharaoh, saying, I do remember my faults this day. Pharaoh was worth my servants, but I mean the word and captains of the guard's house, both me and the chief baker. When we dreamed in one night, when we dreamed each man, and according to the interpretation of his dream, and I was there with us a young man and Hebrew servant. To the captain of the guard, we told him he interpreted us our dreams. Each man according to his dream he did interpret it. And it came to pass when he interpreted to us, and it was he who started to the office, and he changed. The Pharaoh was called Joseph, and Pharaoh was sent and called Joseph, and he brought him hastily out of the dungeon, and he shaved himself and changed his raiment, and he came unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, I had dreamed a dream, and there was none that can return it. I have said thee, and I can't understand the dream interpreted. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not me. God shall give Pharaoh the answer of peace. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, In my dream, behold, I stole the bag of the river. And behold, I came up out of the river in 7 kind, fat fleshed, and all flavored, and all fed of the metal. And behold, 7 the kind of they came up out of poor and very ill favored of and lean flesh, and then such as I never saw in the Egypt for badness, and the lean of ill favored up the kind of the 7 that kind. And they had eaten up, and it could be not known they had eaten, but they were still flavored. As the beginning, so I woke. And I saw in my dream, and behold, the 7 years came up in one stalk, full and good. And behold, 7 ears withered thin, and blessed within the east wind, sprung after them. And then the 10 years of the devourer of the 7 good years, and I told this unto the magicians, and there was none unto declare it to me. And Joseph said to Pharaoh, The dream of Pharaoh is one God who has showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kind are 7 years, and 7 good years, or 7 years that dream is one. And the 7th then a flavored kind of came up after them are 7 years. The 7 empty years lasted with the east. When shall be the 7 years of famine? And this is the thing that I spoke unto Vera. What God is about to do with sure unto Vera. Behold, there come 7 years of greatly plenty of all the land of Egypt. And shall be arise after the 7 years of famine, and all the plenty of the shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine of shall consume the land. And the plenty should not be known, the land of reason. Of the famine following that shall be grievous. And the time of that dream was doubled into Vera twice. It is because the thing established by God, and God will shortly bring to the pass. Now therefore that Pharaoh took out the man of discreet and wise, and sent him over the land of Egypt. And let Pharaoh do this. Let him appoint officers, and take up the 5th part of the Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. Okay. And then let him gather all the food in the good years that he came up under the land of Pharaoh. Let him keep the food in the cities, and the food that shall be for store and against the 7 years of famine, which is all the land of Egypt, and the land perish, not through the famine. And it was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, but in the eyes of his servants. And the Pharaoh unto his servants, can we find each one of this, and this is this a man in whom the Spirit of God is? And Pharaoh said to Joseph, forasmuch as God hath shewed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. And that thou shalt be over my house, according to thy word, shall be all people be ruled, only in the throne will be greater than thou. Then Joseph said to Joseph, see, I can thee over the land of Egypt. And the Pharaoh took off this ring in his hand, put upon Joseph's hand, and ringed him with vestures of linen, and put all the gold chain of his neck. And made him ride in a second chariot with his hand, and he cried before him. Bowed the knee, and he made him ruler over the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, and I am Pharaoh without thee, and shall no man lift his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zaphenath. Penny. And he gave to wife Asenath, the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On. And Joseph went out over the land of Egypt, and Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh king of Egypt. And Joseph went out of the presence of Pharaoh, and went out of the land of Egypt, in the 7 plenteous years of the earth, brought forth by handfuls. And he gathered up all the food of the 7 years, which were the land of Egypt, and the land of the food in the cities. The food was in the field, and which was around about every city, and he landed the same. The Joseph dragged the corn in the city area very much, until he left numbering, and he was without number. And Joseph was born 2 sons before the years of famine came, which was ascended the daughter of her priest of bare unto him. And Joseph would call his name firstborn Manasseh. For God, as he hath made me forget all the toil and all the father's house. And the second was called Ephraim. For God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. And the 7 years of plenteousness was in the land of Egypt were ended. And the 7 years of death began to come. According to Joseph, he said, in the dearth of the lands, but the land of Egypt was bread. And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried Pharaoh for bread, and Pharaoh said unto all Egyptians, Go to Joseph, and he said to you do. And the famine was over the face of the earth. Joseph opened all the storehouses, and stood out and sold out of the Egyptians. And the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt. And all countries came into Egypt. And Joseph to buy corn, because of the famine was sore in all lands. And that's it. That is the ending of Genesis chapter 41. Next, excuse me. Okay. Next video, read Genesis chapter 42. Okay? Okay. Okay, well, I have to go right now, but thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, next video, I'll read Genesis chapter 42. Okay, now I have to go right now, but thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later. Bye.